What if I told you that there are 3 compliments so powerful, so forbidden, that they can make a woman obsess over you? Not the usual tired lines like, "You're beautiful," or "You have nice eyes." No, these compliments go much deeper. These are psychological triggers designed to spark a magnetic, irresistible attraction. But here's the catch. Use them wisely, or you risk creating an attachment you never intended. In the next few minutes, you'll uncover 3 rare compliments that tap into a woman's deepest desires, compliments that make her feel seen, understood, and drawn to you like a magnet. But first, let's clear up a dangerous mistake most men make when complimenting women. Here's the truth. Most men think giving compliments is all about boosting a woman's ego. They're wrong. Compliments, when used correctly, should trigger her emotions, not just her vanity. This is where most guys fail. Think about it. How often do women hear the same tired compliments? "You look amazing." "I love your smile." It sounds nice, but it's forgettable. Why? Because she's heard it 1,000 times before. But when you break the pattern, when you compliment something deeper, something she doesn't even recognize in herself, that's when you become irresistible. And now, let's unlock the first forbidden compliment. Get ready, because this one flips attraction on its head. Forbidden compliment. Row 1. There's something about the way you think. It's different. Why does this work? Simple. It sparks curiosity and mystery. You're not complimenting her looks, you're complimenting the way she thinks. Women are used to hearing compliments about their appearance, but when you acknowledge her mind, you stand out. It makes her wonder, what does he see in me that others don't? That thought alone will create an itch in her mind, a question she can't ignore. And here's where it gets interesting. This compliment works based on a psychological principle called the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency to remember unfinished thoughts. When you say, "There's something about the way you think, it's different," she's left hanging. She'll want to know what you mean, and just like that, you've made her think about you long after the conversation is over. Ever seen a woman pause mid-sentence and say, "Wait, what do you mean?" That's your cue. Instead of answering directly, just smile and say, "I'll tell you later." Then change the subject. The moment she leans in, craving your words, you've already won. You've planted yourself in her mind effortlessly. But if you think that's powerful, wait until you hear the second forbidden compliment. This one triggers emotional addiction. Forbidden compliment number 2. You make people around you feel alive. This is where it gets interesting. Most men tell a woman she's attractive. Few make her feel like she adds something real to the world. This compliment taps into her identity, making her feel valuable, not just for how she looks, but for the energy she brings into a room. It subtly tells her, "I see something in you that most men don't. Why does this work so well?" Deep down, everyone fears being forgettable. This phrase eliminates that fear, making her crave your validation. Here's the psychology behind it. This complements her social influence. People derive self-worth from how others perceive them, and by telling her that she creates an impact, you're reinforcing a powerful self-image in her mind, one she will now associate with you. But there's more. This phrase also taps into the human need for significance, a key component of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When you make her feel like a source of energy and inspiration, she instinctively seeks more of that feeling, and the person who gave it to her. Now imagine this. You say this compliment and she lights up. Now imagine the next guy just saying, "You're hot." Who do you think she'll remember? Complimenting beauty is common, but complimenting impact, rare. And rarity is magnetic. This compliment makes her feel something deeper than attraction. It makes her feel seen on a profound level. And when a woman feels seen, she doesn't forget the person who gave her that experience. Speaking of memory, Let's dive into the final forbidden compliment, the one that etches you into her mind forever. Forbidden compliment. After 3, I don't think you even realize how rare you are. And that's what fascinates me. This one is nuclear. It makes her stop, think, and question. Why? Because it frames her as one of a kind. Here's the psychology behind it. Most women don't feel truly unique. They may feel attractive, interesting, or smart. But rare, that's a whole new level. This phrase triggers scarcity bias, a psychological principle that makes people value what is rare and hard to find. By telling her this, you're subconsciously making her want to prove you right. She'll want to show you just how different and rare she is. When a woman hears this, she might pause, look at you and ask, "What makes you say that?" And that's exactly the moment you've won. The curiosity you've sparked will keep her thinking about you, trying to understand why you see her this way. These compliments are powerful, but like fire, they must be handled with care. If used recklessly, you could find yourself with a woman who's overly attached, chasing your validation and unwilling to let go. But when used wisely, you become unforgettable. So remember, the key isn't to just flatter her, but to tap into her deeper desires, the parts of herself she doesn't often see. When you do that, you'll trigger attraction that lasts far beyond a fleeting moment.